So can I get your first and last name, please?
Malik Benson, wide receiver, University of Oregon.
Man, I love the path that you took just to get here at the Shrine Bowl. Can you talk about the first school that you started at?
Man, coming out of high school, I started at Hutchinson Community College in Kansas. And then, after that, worked my way up to play, University of Alabama at Coach Saban's last season. And then I was at Florida State the year after that. And then I just finished up my final year at Oregon.
What were some moments that stick out to you that you always remember of this season being with the Oregon Ducks?
I feel like, just the first I'm a always remember is just my team. We were able to go to the playoffs. I feel like as a team, a lot of people are going to talk about their individual success, but, I wouldn't be anywhere without my team and my coaches and things like that. But, my play versus Washington, for sure, that was one that stuck out to me. And then my punt return versus USC, that was a big one for me too.
Dude, and then that cohesiveness that you have to have with the other receivers. I mean, with Dante Moore as well. What were some things you guys did like off the field to kind of build that team chemistry or just even get to know each other a little bit?
Like you mentioned, off the camera, going to Gotcha Burger and things like that. Even there with my teammates when I first got there, going to church together, just doing little things together, we're football players, but at the end of the day, we're regular people too. So just to be able to go out there and just to have fun, play the game with my teammates, I feel like that's why we were able to be so good, just because we weren't just focused on, football. We try to, do things outside the ball.
And then is there any advice you can give to any of those high schoolers out there who are not exactly getting those D1 offers, those guys that are maybe to get a D2, D3?
Man, I would just say it's not really where you start, but, you just got to keep working and keep grinding and just stay prayed up.
And then let's just get to know your team just a little bit more. So who makes the most TikToks on the team?
Evan Stewart.
That came out pretty quick there. And God forbid you ever have to go karaoke with your team. But if you ever did, who are a couple teammates or a few teammates that you'd go with?
I'll probably say my center, Poncho. He has a really good voice. He likes to sing. Big fellas, really my whole old line, they all like to sing. Emmanuel Pregnon, he likes to sing too. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. The Eagles offensive line made like that Christmas album or something like that a couple years ago?
Yeah, I did see that.
Maybe Oregon's going to do the same thing. Who knows?
No, they should do something like that for sure. They got a lot of talent in that roster.
I'm gonna DM them, see if they're going to get cooking on that. And then what is your go-to hype-up song to get you ready for a football game?
Now Who by NBA Youngboy.
And then that's a good song. I love that song.
No, yeah, for sure.
And then I think I already know the answer to this. What was your go-to spot around campus?
My go-to spot? So Gotcha Burger was number one. But number two, I'll probably say Dave's Hot Chicken.
Dave's Hot Chicken,
yeah,
man. That's awesome.
Sure.
And then draft day, man. I mean, you're here at the East-West Shrine Bowl. How are you going to be spending that day? Are you going to be with family? Are you going to try to just go on a hike and relax? Like, how is that day going to look?
Man, I ain't going to lie. I really just try to take things day by day. But ideal, it'll probably be, just somewhere with the fam just so we can all enjoy that moment.
Perfect, man. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.